I don't know how long that lasted, and I apologize most sincerely and most profusely. I am so sorry that that happened. My computer sucks. The GPU or the core or something is now no longer functioning the way it should, and it like I end up getting internet cuts all the time on this computer, and it sucks. And I thought I fixed it, and apparently I didn't. And we'll see how long this lasts before it cuts out again. Hopefully not too long. I'm gonna try my darndest to keep up on all of that and make sure that that doesn't happen so frequently. Oh my god. That sucks. Alright, well, hopefully things are still moving along in a nice, calm way. At least I hope so. Because, hoo boy, that makes me mad. I do not like it when that happens. Okay, hopefully things stabilize themselves out. And we don't have that dogging the stream. It has happened before, I'm aware of it, and I'm angry every time it happens. I hope it is not an ongoing thing. I'm gonna try to make sure that nothing plot intensive or critical happens when that occurs, because if it does, then I can't really redo it. That's just how it is. So just please be patient with me. Man, I'm gonna have to fix that at some point in the future, but not right now, currently. If it becomes really bad with the internet today, if it is really nasty, then this will be a pretty short stream, because I don't want to like do a bunch of the game with the stream potentially jumping in and out of existence. That seems a bit like a pointless endeavor to me. Okay, come on now. Oh, shoot. This sucks. Bugger off. Look at them all sprinting. They all want a piece. They can't distinguish between what is... Like, they're there for a purpose. They know why they're there. To take out those slime creatures. I take them out for them, and then they start just shooting randomly into the wind. Alright. So now I'm cautious. I'm like extra cautious about how much of this game I try to get into before the internet inevitably caves in again. God, I gotta... That's what... Well, and hey, that's why there's the living fund in the corner there. Because I'm trying to save up money to build myself a PC and a desktop wherein I can just... Oh no. Where I can just, like, do these streams on better technology, and things will be more stable, and I can hopefully do this more regularly, because I like streaming, but it's just at a point right now where I can't justify doing it regularly. But yeah, that just bear with me on that. Okay, I need to jump out of this taxi. Alright, so these bozos took out the slime creatures, which is useful. Alright, what can we get? Oh, I bet. Let's buy the mine glove. I don't know if we need it, really, but we have it. I think that's... Oh, God! Let's see if this does well for me. Okay. There, that. Run towards it. Come on. Now you want to. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Foolish, foolish people. Run toward my weaponry. Oh, now you're getting the clue. To back off. Come on, don't you wanna? You know you wanna. Alright. And this boy, right? Yeah. Go for him. There it is. Take him out. And now this tank. There that goes. Alright, so... collecting bolts. Man, I had good energy, too. I had good energy. And then I, like, lost it because I had to start worrying about internet connectivity. Alright. So... I'm still gonna try to get some bolts and stuff and ammo, just so that way, because we will eventually have to stock up on ammo. And when I was grinding for bolts, I didn't take into my mathematical equating the purchasing of bolts. I mean, I kind of sort of did, in that I equated how many bolts you would need to buy everything, and then I doubled it. So that way I was like, well, that'll figure in for the bolt counter, but... let's see how this guy's doing. Well, let me first make sure the internet is good. Is the internet good? Okay. Are we still... Because I don't want people to miss this cutscene. So, as far as I know, internet's still fine. Okay. Let's go chat with this guy here.
Well, okay, Ratchet. I'm kidding. Sorry, he's not for sale. What's a rhino, anyway?
Rip ya a new one.
What did you just say to me?
R-Y-N-O. Rip ya a new one.
Why, that's the most powerful missile launcher in the galaxy. I know it's worth a lot of bolts. He must have stolen it from the Blars.
Stolen. Look, trash can. Did I say anything about it being hot? You better watch your mouth or I'll...
Wait, don't tell me. Rip you a new one.
So the Rhino is like 150,000 bolts. And in normal circumstances, that's supposed to be the big thing that you eventually build up to. Because it is, like, as Clank said, it's supposed to be the most powerful rocket launcher in the galaxy. And it is. It's what I call the overkill weapon. You don't expressly need it to beat the game, though it's useful. But that's why then they mark the price up to 150 FAL, because it's the most expensive weapon in the game. And the ammo for it is crazy expensive too, and it depletes fast, so you have to be aware of that. However, again, as I remind you, we have 1.3 million bolts. So, now we can kind of afford this, and it's no longer a grind to try to get the amount of bolts we need for the Rhino. So let's get it.
Thank you, sir. We'll be sure to tell everyone about your services.
Listen, work. If you tell him what you saw, what we talked about,
Do I even have to say it?
you two have a nice day.
Okay, like, that's kind of funny, but also, like, yeah, Clank, you just did an underworld back alley deal. You're not supposed to tell people about criminal activities. So I don't want to waste the Rhino on these boys here, because it would be a dreadful waste of their utility. We're gonna still, like, use... the Rhino's this thing, because it's so OP, because it's so overpowered, you want to only use it in certain special scenarios. You don't want to just be like, yeah, no, every situation I will use the nukes, it's like the nuclear option. You have it, it's there, but you shouldn't use it, that doesn't... It'd be really uncool if you used it. So that reminds me too, in my research, as I ground out all the bolts that my heart could handle, I tried to make sure as well that, that, essentially, Oh yes, I tried. While I was researching to make sure that I had enough bolts to afford all the weapons. I know that there are the the golden weapons and upgrades that you can get later in the game, and I also learned in my research that you need the gold bolts. That's what their purpose they serve. Unlike skill points, who are kind of here more as like a look at what you can do in this scenario. The the gold, like the skill points are there just to be like, look at how cool you are that you did this. But the difference is that with the gold bolts, they're actually used to buy upgrades for the weapons. So I then decided, amongst myself, I said, okay, this might be a run where we try to get some gold bolts. Because, like, that way then we can afford everything. So we're going to try to get all the gold bolts, and we're going to try to, what else are we... Oh, yes, we're going to try to... Well, that's it. We're going to try to get the weapons and the gadgets and all the gold bolts, really. We're not going to bother with the, skill points so much, because they are really just there for show. No, don't activate the mines, you foolish boys. Oh, okay. Let's just get it going. Here they come! Didn't even break a sweat. Alright, I'm gonna try to get into a more comfortable position here. Alright. So, talking points. Oh, yes. So, this is now the second stream of the week, and I did Ratchet and Clank twice this week. I don't think that's going to be the norm. It was more a matter of I just had this game running for the past, 2 days straight on this exploit to get bullets that I didn't want to potentially have it all go to waste by then, stopping the game and then restarting it for something else. I felt that would have been quite a waste of resources there, so I decided instead that what I was going to do was have this week be dedicated to Ratchet and Clank, and then I'm thinking I'm going to try next week to get myself a copy of the new Fire Emblem game, just because I want to get acquainted with Bailiff as a character now that they are the new Smash DLC, to everyone's somewhat amusing chagrin. I mean, I won't lie and be like, that would have been my top character, but mainly because, I just am not as well acquainted with the Fire Emblem series. It's more that's what it is for me, at least. I know people are like, oh, it's another sword character, and the more uppity people are like, oh, it's another anime, which is not my outlook at all. But there are also people who are like really, really happy and glad that Bailiff's in the game now, and they are not wrong at all. There's nothing invalid about what these people are saying or how they feel about that scenario. It was more for me a matter of just I'm not as familiar with Fire Emblem, so I wanted to get myself more acquainted with the series, so that way I could appreciate the Bailiff's inclusion just that much more. So I'm thinking I might try that out for size. I've played the tiniest amount of the Fire Emblem game that came out on the GBA. I did that through an emulator because I never owned a GBA. I know I shouldn't say that, but oh no, am I dead? I'm dead. Oh god, you sent me all the way back here? Oh, this sucks. Do I have to buy all this ammo again? I do. Ugh. Oh, that's lousy. Alright, then.
That's a real beauty.
Don't need to buy Rhino ammo just yet. In fact, actually, let's take the moment of opportunity here and set up the quick select as well. I talked about this in my first playthrough, and I'm gonna repeat it here. You get so many weapons and gadgets in this game that it does become eventually a point of the frequency of how many you want on the quick select and which personal preferences you have toward certain items and things. And so in this situation, as time goes on, we're going to be just updating the quick select and moving things around, making sure that everything is as it should be for maximum efficiency. And hang on a second, because I'm going to try to find a drink. I had a drink here earlier, and I don't... Oh, there it is. I need a drink, because my mouth is getting profusely dry right now. Alright, so the bomb glove we don't really need anymore. Let's replace that with the mine glove, because the mine glove at least has some utility purpose to it. At least in so much that I think this level I'm going to try to use it as a good sort of barrier shield for me in some places, because I've already seen it be used to decent effect here. The blaster I want to keep. Swing shot I want to keep. The processor... yeah, we can keep that, I guess. I foresee it leaving my quick select very soon, but for now it's fine. Trespasser, yeah, keeping that. Suck cannon, it's not useful for this level, but it will be later, I want to say. I don't know. Like, well... I think right now at the moment, the big one's on the chopping block. The hydro displacer is gonna stick around. That's definitely gonna be like chilling here for a while. Like the three gadgets are gonna stay. But okay, so I guess then the only real change is we swapped out the bomb glove with the mine glove, which is, very much like, apples and oranges kind of thing. It's sort of selection. But I will tell you that the suck cannon and the processor, their time on this wheel is very limited. I don't foresee them having a long-lasting future in this playthrough for very long. They will be replaced as soon as we have better weaponry that's more efficient and useful and effective. Alright then, there's that. Also, like, the Rhino is supposed to be this, like, hardcore, not-for-public consumption kind of weapon. And yet Gadgetron sells ammo for it. Like, why do they have access to Rhino weaponry? And why do they not question... Why do they have access to Rhino armory? And why do they not question that you have access to the weaponry? I feel like that's something that, in other circumstances, would set off a couple of red flags. Alright, so how did I handle this before? I think it was like 3 Glove of Doom boys I sent down there. So let's disperse them out. Alright, there we go. Come on, do your job. Did they already blow up? Just doing that selection? Okay, that's crazy, I guess. Alright, let's get a couple of mines out in here. 3, 4. And let's get a couple more Glove of Doom boys out here as well. Alright, let's go for it. Who wants a piece? There they go. Didn't know what hit them. They ran out to clean up the room, and in the end they got swept up with the mess. That was a good line. That was a good line from me. See, so we already have... already we've lost like 200,000 bolts. So this is why I wanted to double up on the amount I grinded out for. Because I think all told, every weapon and upgrade and gadget in this game costs about 200,000, I want to say. Like, I think that is the ultimate price. Is like, if you want everything, you have to have at least 500,000 bolts. And we went with 1.3 million, so I think that is very good at covering bases. Did they already... Okay, so the Glove of Doom bot's already off to themselves, off screen somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but they did it. I'll get one more view out here. Hopefully you don't blow yourselves up like last time. Yep, they already went. Alright, there we go. I have to make note of the amount of nanotech that's just laying around. Because there is a bountiful supply that I just haven't been using to my advantage quite yet. I mean, I'm in better shape now than when I faced this guy last time. But it is a hassle. Whoop, that was dumb. I wasted all those bullets. Okay, there's that down. There's gonna be more of them in here. So let's... Alright, clear out that room. Alright, there we go. So that's cleaned out there. There's gonna be this one here. See, I'm already using up the Glove of Doom way too much. Oh, nice try. Ah, bugger. Alright, well, at least... That's a small boy, and then it's gonna shrink into another... Yeah, alright, there we go. So that's... Yeah, that's a misdirect. That doesn't lead to the gold bolt. It just leads to being back here again. Alright, but we got that down. And then that leads us back out here. Got another one. Oh, I guess we're all filled up already. Well, good. So now... Hopefully this blaster will last us long enough to deal with this. Alright, there's that handled. Okay. We need more ammo for the blaster, please, and the Glove of Doom. Or the Mind Glove. Guess that works too. Alright, so now, from this point on, we gotta try to jump our way over to the gold bolt. So let's do that. Why don't we? Now, I do believe it's essentially somewhat of a maze, in so much that you have to jump around these pillars. Oh, no, never mind, I was wrong. Oh, get me back up there. Yeah, there we go. Didn't want to have to traverse all that again. And plop, there we go. Never gold bolt down. Alright. Useful, useful, useful. Oh, good. We got blaster ammo and Glove of Doom ammo. That's gonna suit us nicely. It's gonna fit well in our pocket. Alright, so now this room's cleared out. Stream's still up. I've been making sure. I've been trying to look at it to make sure that we aren't disconnecting. We're lucky so far in that nothing important, like plot-wise, has happened while we're off-stream. I mean, if we miss a cutscene, then we miss a cutscene, and I just have to pull it up on YouTube or something, and just be like, here's what you missed. Alright. I think we're approaching the end game of this level. Yeah, there it is. Alright, let's get ourselves ready for the hoverboard races.
Welcome to the HoverCon Intergalactic Hoverboard Competition. Captain Quirk's giving away a brand new platinum zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
A platinum zoomerator. Perhaps that will be the proof of your accomplishments that Skid's agent requires.
Wait, do you guys mean Skid McMark?
Yeah, Skid couldn't make it, so we're here to, you know, fill in for him.
Guess we'll see about that.
Ooh, very, very, very unsure you are, you seem. Well, here we go. So, if I remember correctly, the basic gist of the hoverboard race at this juncture is just picking up as many speed boosts as possible. That was dumb of me. I don't know why I did it like that. Later on, you're going to be able to do... I mean, I guess you can do a couple of trick moves here and there on this stage, but the main crux is just to hit as many speed boosts as you can. Also, that platform there where the crates... So, the basic gist of the exploit... Yeah, okay, so, because I'm talking, like, we're not gonna... Holy cow! Man, I'm not doing well. I'm buggering this up hardcore right now. So, since I accept that essentially I lost this race, basically I'll talk about the bolt exploit. So as you can see here, we're on this special part of the map, which is the hoverboard race. And on this map, you can see here that there are ever respawning crates of bolts for you to collect. And the key here with the exploit is that the way this level, this map is built up, essentially you can go into a certain spot in this level and be essentially placed underneath that part of the hoverboard track, because they built it in such a way wherein this part of the level is essentially like in the centerfold of the whole map, and everything else is kind of built on top and above it, so, and below it. So there's a part in this map where you essentially are placed right underneath that giant platform of... Yeah, see, we have to continue that because we have to get first place. There's essentially a part of the map of this level where you're placed underneath that ever-respawning crate platform. And if you just use the taunter there, because the only real usage the taunter has is that it can smash crates from far away. And if you take advantage of that, if you use the taunter in a certain specific spot on the map, you can essentially, like, activate those crates breaking from underneath this part of the level, like underneath the track of the hoverboard races. Now, there is a different alternative version of the exploit, which is easier, which is that once you get a certain power-up and things, you can glitch through some of the walls and then end up on the track itself. And because that puts you in closer proximity to the ever-respawning crates, you get the bolts quicker than you normally would if you just do it from the in-game level. But because I kind of still... even if I'm exploiting the bolt system, I still kind of want to feel the satisfaction of gradually building up the amount of tools and utilities I have. And I feel that that will come more than anything from just allowing myself to have the limit of buying the items and gadgets as they appear. Also, we just won the race.
Hi, folks. Captain Clark here. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's HoverCon Intergalactic Champions. Let's give it up for newcomers.
Hey, look, that's us.
Today's winners will take home a brand
You had that pre-recorded.
Model T15 Platinum Zoomerator. Manufactured by Gadgetron, this hoverboard drive delivers more lift, speed, and maneuverability than any other anti-grav device on the market.
essentially what that means is that we can go back into the hoverboard race if we so wish, and then do trick boosts and things. I know we can do tricks to get boosts to do time travel. Not time travel. God almighty, imagine. I think that's a later game. You know, we can do time trial races. So, like, I'll do this one just for kicks. So, yeah. Yeah. See, so if I use the shoulder buttons like L1 and R2, I can do tricks like that, and then it will turn into turbo stuff, which then I can use to just get a quick speed boost like that. So, I mean, that's really all it's useful for. And I think later on down the line, there is an actual second hoverboard race. I'm not as certain about that, though, because if it's there, it exists in late game stuff. But I think it'll be useful for that more than anything else. So, yeah, this is what it's for. And as you can see now, I can just keep boosting and maintain my speed. Woo! Wahaha. So, anyway, how's everyone's day doing? I asked this before, and then the stream internet cut out. But is everyone having a good day so far? It's been a nice day for me. I went out and went to a, local coffee shop, which I, don't normally go to, not because the place is bad or anything. It's actually very good, and I like the ambiance of it. But I just normally I have to travel really far to get into the town I live in, and because I have to make the concerted effort to do that, I just normally don't go out very often. But I did today, and it was very rewarding. New high score! Woo! No new time though. All right. Well, anyway, that's it. That's basically what Zoom Raider's for. Alright, let's move on with this level. We're gonna do this, and this, and this. So, now that we've done the hoverboard races, it's time to see if we can't scout out Captain Quark, because he's supposed to be here awarding the prize. It's unknown if he actually did that or not. It looked like a real pre-recorded message when he gave us our reward, but we'll see if we can't track him down. Can we blow this? No, I can't. I mean, we probably can at some point, but not at the present moment. Alright, let's just get you guys out of the way. Alright, there you dealt with. Oh! Surprise, surprise. Well, then. Wasn't expecting to see you around. Alright. Let's get back to our ship. We gotta scout this planet out for Captain Quark. Alrighty, so now comes a platforming mission. We've done the combat one, now it's time to go platforming again. As evident by the swing shots, because those, I'm noticing the swing shots and the gadgets seem to normally show up when you're doing a platforming mission, and less so when you're doing an active combat mission. Alright, here we go. We need the hydro displacer for this. God, the soundtrack to this game slaps. That was one major difference. The soundtrack in the remake just was like very generic orchestral stuff. This one's got a nice sort of blend of like early 2000s techno and orchestra. It's like such good melodies and everything. Yeah, I love this. I really do. I love this game. This is a good game. Yeah. That's why I was so disappointed with the remake, because I was like, okay, you made a less great game. You made a more accessible great game, but a less great one. One that was way too easy and was over far too quickly. Alright, let's get this dealt with. Drain this place out. Alright, and... Alright, so, this is it, by the way. This is the spot where... okay, just for laughs and gaffs here, I'll show you what I mean. We're not going to be doing this for very lengthy, because, again, we have... what, like... yeah, 1.1 million bolts, but, if I stand here... use the taunter. Eventually, if I stand in just the right spot, it should trigger the bolts to come. Or maybe it's fixed. I was already doing it, so maybe like the game fixed itself. I'm gonna assume it did. Whatever, you can look it up. I've already made a video showing me doing it. You can look it up at some point and get proof that I've done this and accomplished it. And click the links, that's what I'll say. Just click the links and you'll find the video where I showed off that trick somewhere. Otherwise, let's move right on with this game. Well, that is a lot of blue. That is a whole lot of blue right there. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, and there's that. So, one thing I have noticed also in recordings, luckily it's not showing up here on the live stream, which I'm very, very thankful for. But, under certain conditions... when I've played this game in the past for recording and stuff like that, you can see the suck cannon and oxygen bar on the side of the screen there. It's not very prevalent right now because of the way I cropped the screen on the stream, and also how, like, which is the same way as it looks on my television right now. But when I was recording and I was looking at the raw files, oh boy, was it frustratingly stressful to always have that just standing there. So the water level is rising, so you want to really use the hop and jump here. Mainly more so because, oh shoot, I'm screwed. Yeah, we're going to have to do this one again. Because once we get here, yeah... see, this is where things get nasty. Because now, no matter what we do, we have this section where we have to be underwater. And, oh, thank God. Alright, we're actually above it all right now. But there is like a whole section of this level where, like, if you do not get to things fast enough, yeah. Like, now we're in the bit where no matter what you do, you're underwater. And, I'm just gonna try to chill out here near the ceiling and hope that I don't immediately run out of air. Oh, God. Thank you. Cut it close to the wire there on that one. Alright. Made it through that. Fantabuloso. Again, and I could have gotten the math wrong on this, so we may not be able to afford everything. We should be able to, because, I mean, I overdid it. I overdid the amount of bolts I could grind out. But there are specific, like, mission things where it's like, yeah, you have to pay so and so much. And I did not add the math in for those. So we'll see if we actually are able to afford everything. I think in theory we should be able to, as long as we don't spend like tons of money on ammo, but we'll see.
Press conference is over. Captain Quark, the Wonderful report, is bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? Paparazzi make me sick. No, beat it.
But, sir, I'm sure the Captain Quark will understand.
I mean, I'm certain Clank does have a camera feature, wouldn't he?
You convince me to let you in. You snap a picture of the captain in his underpants. Then you sell a picture
Captain Underpants.
for $1 million.
Should I check out that movie at some point, by the way, for those of you who've seen it? I never saw the Captain Underpants movie. I used to read the books when I was a kid, but I just never got the chance to watch the movie because I felt that going to see it in my early 20s would be really, really shameful. But, you know, now I don't know. All right, let's bribe the bouncer.
How it works. You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Well, of course.
Captain Quark.
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the home.
We never see what species Captain Quark is, I've just realized, because only time we ever see Captain Quark, he's in his suit. Like, every single time we see Captain Quark, he's in his suit. So I don't know what species Quark is. For all I know, he might just be, well, no, he has only 3 fingers, so he's not like a human. He's still an alien creature, but, like, I don't know what race of alien he is.
You are a true hero in the making.
You mean I could be famous?
Oh, here, take it.
Therein lies the difference between the remake and this game. Quark says to Ratchet, "You could be a real hero." In the remake, Ratchet would go, "You mean I can really be a hero?" In this game, Ratchet goes, "I could really be famous?" And there is a difference. Because you can be famous for a lot of things in life. They don't have to necessarily be heroic, though. There's no guarantee that whatever you do in life is going to be necessarily heroic. It might be making you popular, and you could get famous for doing something, but it doesn't have to necessarily be heroic. And that's the key, is that in the early genesis of the franchise, these are not characters driven by valor or dignity, they're driven by the quest of being well known.
Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
Like Clank is. Clank wants to be heroic because he's the, he's the character who is more empathetic and has, like, ironically, it's like the scenario where the robot is the most caring and empathetic character in the whole game, whereas all the other, organic life forms and things, the ones that really would stand to be hurt by the destruction of the planets, they're very indifferent to the whole Blarg thing. They really don't care. Their life is not about heroics or valor or daring feats of agility and nobility. All they care about is the bolts. And, it's a great commentary. It's great. I think people give this game enough credit for being as cutting a commentary on capitalism as it is. Okay, so before we head to Quark's secret base, we're going to do a little bit of in-game house cleaning. Not stream house cleaning, which I already did, but more in-game house cleaning. In so much that now we're going to try to collect all the gold bolts that I missed on certain planets and things. Because now I know I am doing a collect all gold bolts run. Now, if I'm not mistaken, with Planet Nivalis, I think we got... Well, actually, let's check in the ship. We're not heading off to another planet as of yet, but it's my knowledge that, let's see here. So, Planet Nivalis, 2 or 3. There's one we need to come back for at a certain point. 2 or 3, okay. 1 of 4 on Planet Iridia, so there's a lot we can find there. We didn't find the gold bolt on Planet Eudora. We found 1 or 2. So we're going to go back to all these different levels anyway. Alright, so... but yeah, there's one on Planet Nivalis that we can't reach as of yet. But we did find 1 of 2 on this planet, so... Oh no, 2 of 3. I think the other one is here on Captain Quark's fitness course, so... We're gonna try to see if we can't scout this one out. Oh, look at that! There's a robot dog there now. So I think... if you revisit these planets as the game progresses, they do become harder just by the merit of they will add more enemies to try to knock you out. Because those robots weren't there before when we first played this level, and now they are, so... But that's not what we're here for at the moment. We are here to see if we can't find this gold bolt. So I think it's it's at the top of this structure. I think. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. The floor is littered with people trying to attack us. So now the incentive is even higher not to fall. Even though, like, you know, we may have to for some things. I don't know. We'll see. Yep. Alright. Is it not? It's somewhere. There's like a platform, I think, somewhere up here where you find the gold bolt. Alright. Alright. Now, where it lay? That is the question. I think it's around here? Maybe? Huh. Let me read up on this ever so briefly. Because it said it was on it. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so there's a yellow structure and a gray structure. Is the yellow structure the other island? I don't think so. Yeah, no, that's not correct. What are they talking about? Oh, is it down there? I think it's down there. I think it might be down in that area. Right? Because let's see here. That is 9. That is 9. Yeah, okay, I think I know where we're going. Alright. Oh, alright. That may not be where I want it to land. Let's see. Gonna reach that. Alright, well, maybe this is where we need it to be. Yep. Alright, cool. Found that. Very nice. That should be all 3 of the gold bolts on this planet. Let's collect these crates of bolts right here. Add to our counter. Alright, so that's all 3 of the gold bolts down for here. So we won't be coming back to Metropolis again. So, any Metropolis fans out there, I apologize. But, alas, you won't be seeing this again. Alright, now next is Iridia. Oh, I know where that one is. Alright. Alrighty. Because I think, yeah, did we get all of them? Found 3 of 3. Alright, so Planeker 1 is finished. Officially. So now that leaves us with Planet Iridia. So let's head on over there. I think we can get, of the 4, I think, that are on this level, we got 1. There's another one where I know that is. And then, so there are 2 we can get in this level so far. There's 1 we can't get. So we're going to try to get those. And also we have to go chill with Skid's agent. Which, well, let's do that first, actually, because then we'll be able to unlock. We'll have all the missions done once we do that. So let's just head on over here.
Fantastic! You got it!
Yes, we did.
So, are you gonna represent me?
You bet, kid. And as a signing bonus, I've got this.
Cool helmet.
That is a sonic summoner. It is used to attract sand mice.
Right, and it's all yours. Well, I'm off to
He seems perplexed by that answer.
people call your people.
Do you have people?
Canonically, the answer is no. I like this pre-render tutorial, which doesn't, to my knowledge, doesn't exist for any other gadget or weapon in the game. You just can assume how to use it, but with this one, they had to show you how it's done properly. If the mouse likes you, which he inevitably will, because I have yet to see an instance where the sound mouse doesn't like you. Hi there. Alright. So now I know how to do this, that, and that. Okay, great. And then alright, now then. And over here in this truck we find another gold bolt. Always useful. Alright, that's that. And another one in the bank. This leads nowhere. So, let's get back on over to... I guess we can actually go this way. It's a bit of a pain, but we can do it. Because we're heading back over to where the swing shot mission is, and it's over in this direction. Oh, actually, why don't we do that? Yeah, that's easy. That's 10 times easier. Look at all this. Cutting so much time off of this playthrough. Alright, just gotta wait for the elevator. Sorry, I hit the mic again. Thanks, buddy. Oh, did he disperse? I think he dispersed. It was fun while it lasted. The sand mouse house relationship. Whoa. God, I cut it a bit close on that one. Alright. So, over here, if we go up this elevator, because we've already done this mission before, so there's no reason to, like, swing shot all throughout this area. So, there's a trick here. Easily able to be missed. Gold bolt. Camera keeps rotating. Alright. Very good. Very good. Very nice. And I think now we have to probably aim this up to get out of here. There we are. Weep. Alright. So that, to my knowledge, is the last of the gold bolts we can get on this, like, this far into the game. We're gonna have to get a little bit more into Act 2 before we can get the final gold bolt, because there is a portion of the level that is only accessible with a gadget we will get later on that we don't have right now. Oh, hey, sand sharks. Don't be coming at me like that. I mean, even if you're gifting me all these extra bolts. I'm gonna put this to good use for, like, the last time. Get out of the way. Alright, then it's taken out. I mean, for all I know, it's not the last time we used the processor, but it's the last time I foresee it being used as, like, a main feature. Alright, so we've done all we can here. What's next? Alright, so that's 3 out of 4 gold bolts here. Eudora, we haven't found any gold bolts, so let's look up. Can we do that one just yet? Oh, okay, yeah, I know where that is. We actually went there earlier, and I just was dumb and didn't realize that we were there. Okay, and I think there's only one... Oh, we got the one that we could get. Alright, let's use the suck cannon for old time's sake. Because that's what they've populated this level with. Honestly, though, like, the fact that even there's only, like, one gold bolt here speaks to me once more that this is the most filler level in the game. If not the most, then, like, at least one of the more fillery levels in the game. Alright, there you go. Alright, so the gold bolt is here. And I, like, totally forgotten that it was here, but it's here. Right? Because you jump up here and then... No? To the right of the landing. Oh, is it like right by the ship? Oh, okay. Alright, well, I might as well get the nanotech while I'm here. Always good to heal up. Eat your vegetables and fruits, kids. Alright, let's get back to the ship. Maybe I was wrong. Near the landing pad, there is a... Oh, okay. I think it's in there. Not really remembering where, though. Okay, so the... In between two... To the right of the landing pad. To the right of the landing pad. Huh. Well, now I'm perplexed. In between two groups of sawbots, stand on a nearby highest ledge and use a boost jump of held back to reach up and grab the bolt. Huh, where's that at? Let's suck up these bad boys first. Is it back over here? Oh, there it is. Alright, there we go. I mean, that's so close to the ship, then that has to be fillery, right? Like, this was a filler level. Like, of all the, like, this didn't repeat, this level didn't reappear in the remake, and honestly, like, that was an instance where I was like, okay, like, depressing, but also, like, not unexpected, because it's a filler level. Alright, so that's that. Now, one of two. I don't think we can get the other, no, we can't do that one yet, so. Alright. And did we do the other one? I think we just got all the gold bolts we can get so far. Yeah. Alright, so that's the gold bolts. We'll come back to some of those levels later on. But for right now, I'm saying that that's all the gold bolts we can get. Maybe we'll actually... Okay, we'll try to get the other one that's on this planet. I know where that one is, but... for now, let's move on. Let's progress a little bit further. With this game, we're fast approaching the end of Act 1. And probably, I want to say, once we reach the end of Act 1, then I might just call the stream. We got a ways, though, so we'll see what happens.
Haven't we done enough already?
What? I can't hear you.
I said, haven't we done?
Sorry, still having trouble. Tell me later.
Later? We might be dead by then. All right, Clank, let's get going.
No, yo. He is such a goof. Quark is such a goof boy. Alright, so this is honestly another filler level. It's less of a filler level because of what it means plot-wise and everything else. But, it's still a relative filler level. Alright, that's just to get ammo. We don't need it right now. Of course, I mean right now, we don't need it, but we will later. But I think that there's places later on, I think, where we can get replenished our ammo. Let's knock that out. Alright, let's just... Oh! Well, yeah, maybe we should stock up on blaster ammo. let's go back. Because the blaster is out of ammo. And that is not good for us. So let's fix that right now. Whoa! Went supersonic fast. All right, let's look to see what we got. That was fine. Blaster, we need to replenish our ammo on that. Refill, restock, renew. Yeah, there goes that. Glove of Doom. Yeah, we could use more of that. And the Mine Glove, we don't need more of. And like I said, the Rhino, we only pull out for special occasions. So, woo, woo, wow. Alright, so now we're good. Now we can progress further in this. Alright, so honestly, like, this whole level here is more than anything about just, like, taking out enemies from a distance. Particularly these mine things, which suck and I hate them. Because they're just obnoxious. Oh no, they're not even the worst one. The worst one comes later. The mines are obnoxious, but you can handle them relatively easy. But there's other enemies on this level. Oh no, that's later. That's later. I keep forgetting what this level is. There's no real enemies here. It's like those mines are around and they're annoying. And this turret thing just shoots things off really loudly. But it's easily dispensed with as well. Alright, let's pull out that. Pop, you're gone. And I'll wait for them to circle back around. Because they're going in a line anyway. Yep, there they went. Alright, that's that dealt with. I mean, the other thing with the blaster is that, like, I like it a lot, but it eats up ammo real fast. And you know, it's 250 every time you want to refill it, so... Alright, let's see. Bop. Bop. So you had to be deliberate. In scenarios such as this, you have to be kind of deliberate about what you want to use the blaster for. And because these mine things take so little ammo, it's almost not worth it, but... Alright, there we go. But hopefully it'll replenish itself, as I would hope it would. Alright, there goes that. Easy puzzle. Alright, there we go. Is that handled? Collecting our reward. So, yes, we're so close to being near the end of Act 1. Alright, and then it's over... There it is. Here's the door. Way. Alright. Watch out for those. Whoop. I say watch out for him, and then I keep jumping on him. It's not wise. Alright, good. Got that. Down in. Whoa! Okay, that was really treacherous. I did not I overshot that jump. Alright, there and there. Now, luckily the gold bolt on this level is easy to get. It's not tricky at all. There goes that. Oh, shoot. I thought I was out of range there. I thought I was going to cross over, and it didn't. There goes that. Alright. And this is one of the more, I don't know, not unoriginal, but more uninteresting levels of the game. Alright, then we shoot that over here, and then we move over on this edge here. Alright, there. So that'll unlock the gold bolt, which we just have to cross our way over to. So that'll be nice to just get that out of the way. Alright, come on. There it is. I hope everyone's day is going well and pleasant. It's hitting sundown where I am. I'm probably going to try to go out and chill with some friends later on today. But right now I'm enjoying just being here with you, playing this game that I love so much. Alright. So this is a bit of a labyrinth that I've never been able for the life of me to remember the layout of. I'm going to hope that I remember most of it. That was not where I wanted to aim. There we go. It's like that. Oh shoot! I see mines over there in the distance. There we go. Get those knocked out right away. All right, and that. So I just have to remember where the setup is. I know the door is going to be somewhere over there. But I have to just remember, like, where each one of these pressure plates are. Alright, there's that one there. There's that one there. And then there's going to be that one there. Alright. I should be able to make that easily enough. As long as I have my route planned out ahead of time. Ooh, look, more mines. Man, I am in such the most precarious placement. Whoop. Alright, there. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, okay. Look at you, being tricksy, hiding in the corner. Alright. So, now that we have that handled. This one first. Oh, no. I got that wrong. It's the other one first. Alright, then this one. And then finally this one. Ugh! Okay, so that pulled it back on its aim before I was ready for it. Well, luckily there's nanotech like right here, so let's grab that. Nothing in that. Ooh. Hello. So many mines, so little time. Should I try to get precise on the aim here? I can get you. Alright, just wait for you to swing back around. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then here's the extra circle. The ever-spinning circle. Alright, there we go. Handled. With ever-present caution and care, anything is possible. Alright, make not false idols, you know what I'm saying? Probably not. Doop 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 bop 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 bop. Alrighty then. Let's get up here. I'm glad that I know now that there are no other gold bolts for me to find. Because I can just focus on blowing through this level now. Alright, so there are nasty fish in here that we need to dispose of. Let's do that post haste. You're handled. You're handled. You're handled. This game is not vegan friendly, as you can see. I don't know why I said vegan friendly. I guess animal friendly. I don't know, whatever the word is. Peter would have a field day with it. Alright, get this, these. Always good to collect what you can, because you never know when you might need it. We'll be set. Like, I know for certain we'll be set for the rest of this game. But, I just want to make sure that it's all, you know, that we cover our bases really well. Because even if we're set, there's no guarantee that we'll be set forever. Alright, let's get the water out of here. Alright, and... Whoa, I didn't know you could do that. That changes the equation a lot. Up, up, up. Okay. Let's clear this room out of evil presence, shall we? Sometimes you just gotta do a nice, quick, clean sweep across the head. My attitude is that I feel like I'm doing at least somewhat of a service by just... I'm not finishing that joke because it's not funny. Alright, and swing and swing. Alright. Alright, okay, here we go. I think if I just do this... Alright, there. Whoop! I didn't want to touch the water because there's more wicked fish in there. And I don't want to get potentially chomped. I finally got my health back up. I don't want to risk chomping. You're still a threat. You're still a threat. And you're still a threat. I don't know if I want to... I feel guilty taking you out. I know I have to in order to get up here. But also you're beached and are decidedly not a threat at all. But the game has forced me to do this. So, sorry. I made it quick and easy. So, you know, I want to end your suffering, make it quick and easy, and have that be the end of it. Alright. Honestly, Quark's training base or whatever is not that difficult to do. He made a big stink in the info bot about how, like, oh, you might be dead, you might be this. Not the trickiest of all things, I must say, Quark. It's mainly just, like, fiddle-diddling with the hydro displacer and the swing shot here and there. I mean, okay, you've got, like, some evil fish, but, like, if you've got gadgets on you, like I do, then you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, let's, deal with them. Like, yeah, I mean, look at this. This room is just empty. This room didn't even have water in it already. You just had these fish swimming around. Or walking around, I should say, rather. You know, what real threat do they pose? None? Yep. Alright. So, that's that. Whoa, I'm, like, not on the rail. Just grabbing hold of the edges there. Alright, let's push this to the limit. Alright, and that. Fascinating. Alright, there we go. And then I think we have to actually empty this out so we can do the helipack jump. over there. I could be wrong about that, but I think that is the system that's in place. Because otherwise, why else would these be here? Like, no reason whatsoever. Alright, so we are reaching the end game of Act 1. Now it's just a long corridor. Let's pick up some ammo. Let's pick up some this. Alright. She's standing there so ominously on this ominous-looking room that looks like something out of the Emperor's Chambers from Star Wars. I wonder why that is.
Well, you two continue to surprise me.
Why do you sound so menacing now?
Give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
But, like, Clank, literally everything about this screams bad.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something.
When did you turn from a goofball into someone who's really, really...
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Oh, who would have figured this would happen?
Get off of me, you idiot.
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us. He's gonna kill us.
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis.
Oh, yeah?
Not trying to kill you.
You're not?
No. He is.
You know, the one from the Big Al commercial.
Why?
Why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drake's new planet. I can't
How I said this before, I'll say it again. How can you be a spokesman for a planet? The planet is not a commodity. It's not a product that you sell. It's just a planet. Oh well. So now comes, I think, the time. We mentioned this before. Now's the time. It's one of those special times. Let's pull out the rhino. There, that sent him down to shivers. Alright. So now, this threatening, and I put that in quotes, creature, is gonna shoot the ground and injure himself through the own weight of his own, whoop. Alright, that's a bit intimidating, admittedly. So as you can see, Rhino's kind of overkill. Because I've literally hit this button. I've just hit the circle button 3 times. And then, like, look what happens. Yeah. Not difficult too much, I say. All things considered. Whoa! Well, it's difficult when I don't... when I do that, when I'm dumb, and I... Alright, just, give it one more. There it is. Come on, come on. Literally, I had to press the button. I had to press the circle button only 3 times. Yeah, that was not hard. With the rhino, things that are meant to be imposing are dramatically easy. Alright, but, alright then. Cool, 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 cool. And look, there's the infobot.
Wonder what that infobot is for.
Maybe it can replace you.
You never know.
We're pinned down! We're pinned down! The ships are hammering our position from the air!
We're pretty near.
We need support! Now! Actually, I need support. My entire battalion went AWOL and left me to fight this war on my own. If the enemy doesn't kill those guys, I will.
Hehe.
Last much longer. Requesting a Over and out!
Those are direct ships destroying that planet. We must help that commando.
Are you serious? That's it. I am out of here. Captain Quark is gonna be sorry he messed with me.
This is not about Captain Quark anymore. There are innocent lives being lost.
Yeah? I'm done with this stupid hero stuff. I got my own agenda now.
Ratchet, this is not like you.
What do you know about me? You spent this whole time looking for Quark. You don't know anything about me.
I know that you will do the right thing.
Well, right now the thing I want to do is find Quark. How do you start this stupid thing?
Have you forgotten? You need a robotic ignition system. I will start the ship if you agree to help that commando.
So, blackmail is it? Fine. Just shut up and start the ship.
That is 10 times more a greater conflict than what is featured in the Ratchet and Clank 2016 movie that uses the same exact plot and was made by the game studio. And yet they somehow diluted it to such a point where it was not as strong. Because in the movie, it's more a matter of Ratchet's disappointed in Quark. In the game, Ratchet is disappointed in Clank, thus emphasizing the connection between the two titular characters of this whole entire franchise. And somehow, I don't know how, but the movie, the game developers, who again were the ones who wrote this script, missed when they readapted it for the movie. I don't know how that happens, but it happened. Oh, there's the commando.
At attention, you deserting maggots!
We're...
Time you soldiers try to go AWOL, I'll shoot you myself. I just want to zip it, worm. You see those bombers? If you don't
No.
get to the turrets and knock those ships out of the sky, this whole planet's gonna be rubble. Meet me
Oh, yeah?
at the entrance.
It looks like it's already kind of rubble.
I'll help.
Yeah? Why don't you go help him? Into another trap. Well, go on. Go fight some evil.
At least I'm not a coward.
I mean, I will admit, here's the thing. Like, I will admit that it does get tedious in these later stages when you are, like, because now we're in Act 2. And it does get ever so slightly tedious when you are fighting this through these levels, and all that ever happens is these two main characters who you are saddled with for the entire game do nothing but complain. It is very frustrating. Alright, so now this guy's gonna do his thing. Whoop. Alright, yeah, get away with you. I mean, you got some range there. I won't lie, but also, like, come on, away with you. Alright. Alright, so I don't think we're gonna try to get the gold bolt on this level. We're gonna try, I think, to... Oh, hello! Didn't even know that was there. But I think what we're gonna do is, oh! Well, looky what I found. Wasn't even looking for it. And there it is. Well, that's fortunate. Sometimes the good things come for those who do not want them. Alright, let's plop down here. So now we're in the portions of the game which I'm glad to say somewhat. I did not previously play through when I was doing the original Let's Play I was doing on this, on my old web series. Mainly because... Alright, hang on a second. Mainly because, I'll tell the story later. I'm not interested in telling it now. Right now, I want to figure out this puzzle. Okay, so let's see here. There's 2 bolts here. That one should go over to... Alright, so that's where that should go, I think. Now, we have these 2 here. That should be aiming for this, I think. And then... Alright, there! Wow, okay, good. So, yeah, when I first played through this game on my old Let's Play show, which may still exist, I still have yet to decide if it does or not, but I got this far into the game, and then the episodes stopped coming out, and the reason why the episodes stopped coming out was because I had recorded, like, this level and a couple of other levels afterward, and I was in the editing process of getting all these tapes together, and then somehow along the line I realized that I had screwed up in the editing process and wiped one of the commentary tapes. And so there was going to be a whole episode of the show, there was going to be like a whole episode of the playthrough that I would have to re-record my commentary for, because I just didn't have it anymore, and I felt that that would have distracted or taken away from the quality of the content that I would want to put out, so I just left it be. So now, from this point forward, everything we're doing is fresh and new with me on the internet. Alright, there's the Sonic summoning mouse house thing. Let's pull this out, get our Sonic summoner out. See if you can't help us out, Sand Mouse. Shoot some enemies with us. Always useful. Alright, we gotta catch up though, because the last guy that tried to attack us was... Oh! What a twist. Alright, there we go. Already you're making yourself useful. I appreciate this. Alright, jump out. Haha! Isn't it great when you don't have to lift too much of a finger? Ooh, a little alcove. This is useful. Alright. Well, that says to me I'm very well filled up on ammo, which is always nice. So let's get that dealt with. Alright, he's gone. So what's called building up an armada. Even the smallest of friends can have the greatest of impacts. Alright, there goes the bridge. Boom, drama. And oh, a tank appeared from out of nowhere. Oh, who would have seen that coming? Alright, let's get these bolts. Sun's going down out here. It's been a busy day. It's going to be an even busier weekend. Oh, we lost him. We lost our buddy. Oh, well. Guess we're back to our own wits again. Didn't even make it across the bridge. Take that, artillery. Oh, I don't even know what you were. I'm certain that was a skill point. I'm like at least 98% certain that was probably if you can hit that before it flies off to the great unknown, and that's a skill point. But I'm not too beat up about not getting that one. As I've already said, this is not a skill point run. This is a at least get all gold bolts run, but not a skill point run. All right, there, I've dealt with you. So this is one of the shorter levels, because that right there is already where the end of this particular mission is. I mean, this is a planet you have to come back to anyway, so I mean, it's not like it's over. Like this level is one of the ones where the Devastator is a great weapon against tough enemies. Well, I didn't buy it yet, and I will, don't worry. That's coming forthwith, though I did want to kind of change things up and get weapons after the planets now, because that really switched things up when I went out to Metropolis. Okay, I want to hit you before you throw your bombs. And I think that's the only... No, there's you. Alright. Nice try. Is that it? Is that the end of Blarg Whack-A-Mole? I think it is. Let's get this dealt with. That's one half of the bridge down. Yeah, alright. Let's get the other half. So yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend for me. I've got all sorts of stuff. Friday I'll be going to a show and filming some stuff for a local band whose work I support quite a lot. Then the day after that I'm going to be working on a video project, and then Sunday I'll be doing D&D. So it's going to be a nice weekend. I'm looking forward to it. This is just my nice midweek wind down.
I've tried everything I know short of nuclear weapons. No, never mind.
It's not that complex, bro. It's a bolt. It's a giant wrench bolt.
You're going into that compound even if I have to throw you.
Mm-hmm.
That ventilation shaft leads to the third platform. Soldier, find a way to use that shaft to infiltrate the compound undetected.
Gotta use that shaft.
You've shown bravery by making it this far, soldier. And for that, I reward you.
Alright, cool.
Send this communique that you might find useful. Take it. I'm off to find my battalion. Good luck.
Alright, well thanks, man. Ooh, there was a pop in there. It's two different Kevin Michael Richardson characters, one after the other.
We've abandoned our factories, our laboratories, and our happy lives because of the approaching pollution, leaving much behind.
That is fair. I mean, losing your soda machines, that's a lot to leave behind.
Which is nearing completion.
Ooh.
Once our scientists locate the ideal orbit, our new world will be perfect. Serve your space now. Prime locations are filling up fast. Good day.
The planet-destroying real estate business.
He won't rest until he has destroyed every planet in the galaxy.
Yeah? Well, I got bigger fish to fry.
Bigger than the galaxy.
Well, different fish anyway.
I mean, you gotta have your priorities, eh?
We can get into that compound.
Yes, by using the ventilation shaft. But we will need something special to work on that.
Fine. Let's get going then. We'll come back later.
Yep. So,
You will need a pair of Gadgetron magna boots to traverse this ventilation shaft. Unfortunately, our scanners do not detect any magna boots on this planet.
oh, what a shame. I mean, it's even sadder that we couldn't just, well, I guess, yeah. I was going to make a point about, like, oh, in most things, ventilation shafts people just crawl into to traverse them. But the shape of this, I don't know how air gets through here. It's pretty flat, so I'd never thought of it before until I actually gazed upon it. And then I was like, yeah, that seems like you would have to crawl on top of that. So we'll have to come back to this planet. We're not done with this planet quite yet, because there's still more we can do while we're here. But we'll have to come back at a later date to fully finish it off. But for now, we did the combat mission. So now we got to do the platforming mission. That is always the formula with the first Ratchet and Clank game. It will, no matter what planet you're on, there will always be at least one platforming mission and one combat mission, and then one imbecile who throws the wrench right into an area racked with bombs and injures themselves. So that doesn't help either. Alright, time to put the grind boots to use. Woo, let's go. That was a fun time. Okay, no. Let's do it for real now. Whoops. Alright, wow. Bow. Oh, whoa. I cut it a bit close there. So you can't control the camera on this, which is a bit frustrating, admittedly. because it would be nice to be able to do that. I find this ever so slightly better than the grinding bit in the Sonic Heroes game I played once upon a long ago, just because, like, at least here it's one rail, and you can actually control the momentum of it a little bit, or at least it's not, like you can process information as it comes at you, just ever so slightly. Also, you can whack these bombs if you wish. Like, that is a potential thing you can do as well. I just don't bother with it because, normally it's not as useful as just jumping over them. I think there'll be a couple here in a bit that we have to just knock out, but for now, we can just jump over them. Later on, I think there's going to be one or two where it's like, and now you must just smack these out of the way. But normally you can just jump over. Like that. Woo! It's like a roller coaster. Oh, never mind, I was wrong. Ooh, just earned a skill point.
Who are you? What are you doing?
We are on a mission to save the galaxy.
Speak for yourself and put your hands down. You look ridiculous.
I mean, he is on our side.
I've got to get the heck out of here. I joined the army to get money to go to college.
And the water skiing.
Go figure.
This is a noble cause, sir.
Noble my hiney. I just want to get home to my family. Here, I pulled myself a busted robot.
I mean, like, I relate. That's not a, there's just people, like, you know, who aren't meant for, war, you know? Conscientious objectors and things like that. I mean, I'm one of those. I could never be in the military because, I don't like violence. And, I'm not, you know, in air quotes, nationalistic enough to really fight for, the whims of so-and-so figurehead politicians. But anyway, that's serious topics for a different place, a different day. Spitus Infobot.
Good luck saving the galaxy or whatever.
Yeah, get on out of here, man. Go to college.
Chairman Dredd, as you can see, we're about to test our newest automated pilot's helmet. This helmet allows pilots to control our latest high-tech features using only their thumbs. Please enjoy the demonstration. We still have a few minor adjustments to make.
Whoa! If you ever get the kids worked out of that thing, I have got to get me one of those.
If they are working for Chairman Dredd, they may know where he is.
Is that all you can think about? Dreck this, dreck that? I got my own problems.
If you cannot see the importance of this situation, you do have problems.
Yeah? Well, if you're so smart, how come you fell for Quark's stupid trick?
Ratchet, do you not understand that the Quark issue and the Drek issue are intermingled together and they have a connecting thread to them? And you really can't just remove one from the other. They kind of play into... whatever. Okay, I think... Well, let me... Alright, let's buy the Devastator. Oh, I bet. Alright, we got the Devastator now, so we have a rocket launcher. Let's adjust a quick select. What do I feel fine getting rid of? I feel fine getting rid of the Parositor. Let's replace that with the Devastator, and now we have that. That's very useful. And beyond that, I think I'm gonna call it here, folks. It's been fun. I'm gonna be streaming again next Monday and next Wednesday. I think maybe I will continue with this game on Monday and then do something else next Wednesday, for all I know. But other than that, thank you for joining along. If you were joining along and watching the stream, it's been fun for me, and I've enjoyed hanging out and playing this game. It's one of my personal favorites. Let's do a raid. Why don't we? Because I want to raid someone. Let's see who is streaming right now. Let's raid Cam. I don't know what they're streaming, but I'm certain it's good. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining along, being part of the show. We're streaming Kingdom Hearts 1.5. I've always wanted to get into Kingdom Hearts, and I like the aesthetic of it. I know that it's a meme to joke about the plotline, but yeah, let's go rate them, because that'll be a fun time. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will be back on Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.